Look at me, I'm a toy!
Blend gray backgrounds. Seriously, why don't more analysis people go the classic Digibrony style if it was still a thing that existed?
Hello, ANY. Look, I can point to a direction too.
Sorry, great giraffe pony of Kalamazoo, I don't speak that sick Brooklyn accent you keep using.
Young Cat Senpai noticed me. Now I can finally live my dream as a sushi restaurant mascot. And before you ask, no, the ginger is not complimentary.
Says the ginger. Hey, what a clever segue! I just remembered I had to pick up my lederhosen from the dry cleaners. And soon with its power I can make all ponies bend to my will and force them to sniff their own hooves.
I will never understand why I purchased that rotten egg hoof polish from that shady narwhal salesman in Calcutta. Anyways, didn't you have a topic or something this week? Knowing you, it's going to be another hour-long discussion about a can of Pringles singing Kumbaya while wearing berets.
You know me so well, yet you know nothing at all, Florence Welch. Hello, this is the Hanky Panky Pony, and welcome to another fantastic episode of Titlecard Tilts, the show where we ask the all-important question, is my super lesbian introvert nerd shipfic worse than yours? I mean, given how we have an Oscar-winning card game where all you do is force Twilight to do the tuna taco twist while writing the failed auditions from Sharknado 3, it only makes sense to add the rest of the main six. So I present to you the sequel family-friendly game, Spin to Ship. All you do is spin the wheel and then bake that wheel into a pan of black fudge with words sprinkled on top. Incidentally, it's a rare delicacy in Poland, and the less we speak of Poland, the better, am I right? Bratwurst. Anyway, seeing as today's category is OMG, why is my typewriter stuck on blurry mode, never buying from Costco again, let's start our story with how Twi and Rarity had a nasty divorce, causing Twilight to kill herself, but then realizing, oh wait, I'm going to be an immortal alicorn soon, sucks to be you, bitch. Now it's obvious these two are always horny for each other, but sometimes making jello is never enough. So they try to add these other douchebags into the mix. Surfer Pone, you're not a wizard pony, and the completely terrible excuse for a wizard, Gandork the Shaveless. But sadly, their vaginas were too frosty for their dicks to handle, which in the end happened to be Starlight's fetish. So Twilight, as the only pony with a floating butt star constellation, realized, studying for exams? Screw that, I got magics! But then, Dynasty Horse conjured her magic and shouted to the heavens, dance for me, fashion tours! Dance for dress equine and my right angle Heil Hitler salute! But anyways, in contrast, Rarity's Disco Inferno alongside the almighty Purple Dorkatron became the presidents of the United States of Unicornia. Now in the next chapter, Rainbow Dash grabs the Shy One's plot, becomes a Wunderbar to make the others look like a bunch of chumps, and will shout to the heavens, I dub this land the region of awesomeness where my skittle tittles alone will find the biggest rainbows. And all the while I'll fight off sexual tension with my redneck sister, and then I'll sit around waiting for the next episode of my all-time favorite game show, Helen Keller Plays I Spy. Now, I'll be the first to admit, Fluttershy's chapter in this game was a bit tricky, seeing as she forgot how to bird. But it is later revealed her flight coach was watching her in the shower while preparing to fatten up Angel Bunny to make a piping hot bowl of sassafras. Now, this I found weird, cause that's basically portraying her as a cannibal among her animal friends, and if I know anything, PETA is going to be creaming themselves till the cows come home. But meanwhile, AJ is like, till the cows come home? Bitch, I raced the cows home! But because Flutters is the official voted best pawn, she gets 2 designer blankets instead of 1, and she raised them proudly in the name of the planet. Even Andrea Limbin's cameo approved of her notion. So much so, she designed the world's best meme caption ever. Chapter 3 of however many I said before. AJ presenting herself to her apple father. And remember, it's not rape or incest if she says okay. Also, I should mention, when a bunch of apples and a butterfly flock love each other very much, they make a rainbow lightning bolt devil child. It was then that Party and Apple Horse were pushed away from their pie chart home and thrived off of snatch and cider with a side of onions. But yet this angered Big Mac, when he saw Noteworthy getting all them bitches after his failed audition in the new Decemberween musical, Dear God Please Make Me Say More Words. However, AJ ignored his brother and went back to work on pulling a long, multicolored splinter out of Rainbow Dyke's ass. She bled for 2 weeks straight while AJ continued to plant plants with her own fertilizer. Truly, the most noble equestrian mascot the world has ever seen. It was then that I took a break from writing my magnum opus and started contemplating why my accent is so sexy. Oh my god, cotton candy with eye ghost! Truly, the pink starfish of the group don't need no stinking wings to do push-ups. But why do you got to make cute pink pony push rocks and look all emo and shit? You know damn well rocks make me blush cause they remind me of Maud's boulder buttocks. It was here I got bored with how the story progressed, and I couldn't help but think it was missing something. Alright, cootsy wootsy tootsie with more manimals.
How could you do this to me?
I really need to fix my jukebox. Anyways, with whatever accent I'm saying now, Pinky sadly is facing a deep denial after her audition failed for Super Pony vs. Mare Duel. Which, by the way, it was destined to fail at the box office. Come on guys, really? So she became an evolution expert at the Get the hell out of my face with your crazy religious overtones university. Oh yeah, she also gets a side job predicting another 5-month hiatus for Steven Universe. Sorry Pinky, but someone's about to get smacked for predicting that. But in the end, Pinky thrived on another planet which she claimed in the name of all the veggie fables and magical fluffy puffies. I can't think of anything else witty to say here, so here's some more memes. It was then that Pinky decided to conquer the land of book and hot chocolate pillows, but decided to meet in the middle. Ooh, now we're getting to the good stuff. In the epilogue... Wait a minute, I voted for Luna, not Cadence! Get that nerd out of here! Oh, and by the way, I should mention that in Season 7, Twiglight will be replaced by a naked slender pony. No, I'm just kidding. Twilight gets Larson, then came back to finish her global conquest. Yeah, you hear that, other princesses? You just got to face facts that you're not fit to rule and you don't do shites. Even though you're supposed to represent, I don't know, symbolism or stuff. I don't know. But come on, Twilight now rules all the land with an iron hoof. And I do mean all of you. Now everyone, who's that Ponymon? You're right, it's Sunset Shimmer Silhouette. Remember the time she looked really badass riding a motorcycle? Yeah, good times. Now I'ma just take a break and... Oh, fuck you! I ain't looking for Waldo and all of that mess! Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yes, remember when Starlight broke the laws of unicorn nature and levitated herself? Atrocious, let me tell you. But since Slender Pony just now shish-kebabbed her, all is now right with the world, as they all lived happily ever after the end. Now, I really do want to thank everyone for wasting their lives with me in this horrible federal offense of a shipfic. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to forget this whole thing happened and drown myself in kerosene and bleach. The Kyle, and good night to all of dang y'all.